Welcome wolves to another vlog, and today we are starting officially the stock earnings season. So yes, traditionally we are starting with companies like Nike, and today we are talking about the Nike earnings, and that's why you see here I have the right suit on to present you this earnings. Make sure to subscribe because we are talking daily about stocks, and we will talk about the highlights of Nike. They have really positively subscribed to my channel. No, they have really positively surprised the analysts, and also the stock is plus 5% as of this recording, just after the earnings report, and they have a bright future in front of them. All of this here in this vlog. So without further delay, we just jumping straight right into the stock earnings report of Nike, and Nike just beat the analyst estimates. They said the new products as well as the e-commerce side of the business just supported such a great positive earnings report, and the sales in North America jumped 4%, but in China the Nike sales jumped 27%, which is really good. So really worth to look into this stock, what happened there, why, and how they beat the quarter. So earnings per share is 86 cents versus 70 expected, which is, you know, much more, and revenue is 10.66 billion versus 10.44 billion US dollar, which is, you know, slightly increase. Though on the first look it might look that they made a much more profit per share than the year before and than expected. But also, if you look deeper into the report that I did for you guys, you see that also the tax rate that the earnings that they had in this earnings was much less than expected. So this profit is also due that they managed to pay less taxes. So let's dive into other highlights. They said they have a new Joyride running shoe, which was apparently really great in sales. They said they have a stronger e-commerce business. They said the online sales was 42% higher year over year. This is very good. They try to push more the women's sales of products, and they also entered into a new partnership with Serena Williams, the famous tennis players. You know, they try to make this partnerships with famous artists or famous sportsmen and women, because, you know, this helps the brand to building it up, which we come in a second. Also why I think Nike is such a great stock. They also said that, you know, they had the biggest back to school where, you know, kids bought a lot of sneakers and want to be hip in school and so on. And they also launching a subscription box for kids for sneakers. This will be very interesting. So apparently you subscribe every month and pay $50 and will get, you know, every month new sneakers. I don't know the price, this is just an assumption, but, you know, it's quite interesting model. You know, everything goes subscription apparently. But while we are talking about subscription, make sure to subscribe to this channel. During the last quarter, Nike said that Foot Locker sales for its namesake brand were 11%, and apparently sales claimed 9% overall, and sales at Converse rose 8%. Now they are also saying that the gross margin, which is very important for each company out there, grew to 45.7%, and this is really good. And how much they can make on this kind of products we will talk about also. So stay tuned till the end of this vlog. They are pursuing a kind of Nike direct approach. So you see, because when, you know, a shoe or a sneaker, a t-shirt will be manufactured for, let's say, $3 or even less, $1, then they are trying to sell it for 50, 60, or sneakers even to 150 or more dollars. So, and the first thing you think there is like a huge margin. Now you have to calculate, there is also the shipping, there's also the dealers, you know, and the dealers take a big chunk of the sales price. And that's why I think it's important for Nike, because they have such a great and strong brand that they can go outside and say, you know, if you want something from Nike, come to our factory stores, come to our stores, come to our high-end stores that you can find in big malls or a good revenue streets inside your town or inside your area. So I think this will be very important for the future too, you know, same like Tesla, for example, that are directly selling to the consumer. I know that in the website of Nike you can put your Nike sneaker all together and, you know, design it by yourself, which I think is a genius idea, you know, and many people are doing this apparently. And also, you know, analysts saying that they expect the numbers to get even better in the further quarters. And also don't forget, there is Olympia 2020 in Tokyo, and such events also, you know, a World Cup and big sporting events helps always the sale, because, you know, it's advertising for the brand. I didn't get paid from Nike for that, just to make that clear, not yet. So if there's anybody from Nike watching, you know, link to my bank account in the description. However, let's go to the next category, which is the Nike stock. Okay, so as of this recording, we are around positive after those numbers, after this quarterly earnings, with around 5.5%. This is quite good. The stock price is around $92, and this year alone the stock rose 17%, which is very good and very positive. They have a market cap of $115 billion and a PE, price to earnings ratio, of 37, which is in my opinion a little bit high. They pay also dividend, which makes around 1%. And let's dive into the other numbers, which are also quite interesting in my opinion always to see. The PS ratio is 3.61. It's about something what Amazon, for example, has as well, so it's not so bad. And the revenue over the last years kept on growing, though only single digits, I believe, you know, but maybe this is something for the conclusion. Let's jump to the conclusion. So I have to tell you something about one of my own experience. Just about a year ago, I was traveling actually, and I went to a factory store of Nike, and I saw all these things, and I wanted to make a bargain, buy them from the factory store with discount. And then I was expecting low prices for tank tops or simple t-shirts like that, you know. I was looking for them and saw super nice designs, crowded store. And then I look on the price tag and I saw that a single tank top of Nike is up to $20 or $30 or euros. You know, this was ridiculous to me. If I'm thinking this is just a small piece of fabric that is produced for maybe 50 cents in countries like Cambodia or Bangladesh or India, you know. And it's really surprising that they can hold these prices, these price points, be the premium brand in, you know, sports article. Obviously they're spending a lot of marketing, you know, they have their dealer network everywhere. In every sports shop you can buy Nike products, so they have very large spread, and the story and the brand is amazing, the design is amazing. I see more and more people using, you know, sport wear like Nike becoming more casual, you know. You see people with sneakers coming to meetings and so on and so forth. So people using this not only to make sports or when they make sports, but also as casual wear. So I think it's very futuristic, thinking about the further development of this brand, that they will become also, you know, very I believe they should also make partnership like with Drake, Rihanna, you know, this kind of pop stars that, you know, go out there and wear Nike, you know, while they are on the concerts or while they are out there on Instagram and so on, because people want to identify with this as successful people. It doesn't matter if they are sport or rappers or singers, you know, or actors. So I believe Nike should in branding, in marketing, go this way. But anyway, it stays the best sporting brand in my opinion out there. For me, it's currently a little bit overvalued or a little bit too expensive. In an overall expensive market, I rather pass today. But let's see a couple of months there if there will be a smaller correction or a bigger correction. I definitely put something of Nike or stocks like Nike on my watch list to make sure to don't miss it if it drops heavily or drops significantly, that I say it could be worth to look at as a long-term investment. And let me know what you guys think, or you prefer more Adidas or Under Armour. So let's discuss.